Picture this, if you will. You're in a shop, just kind of idly standing there when suddenly you see someone. Maybe there's some quirky, wacky feature to them, or not, doesn't matter. All that matters now is that you're staring at them. Kind of studying them, watching their every move. This act is called people watching. It's a simple way to pass the time if you're bored, pretty much everyone does it, but then, all of a sudden, they start turning their head to look in the direction of you, for no reason in particular, and at this very moment, you're forced to make a very quick response. Luckily, in this video, I'll teach you the art of pretending you weren't staring at someone. Chapter 1. Are they about to turn around? Knowing when someone is about to turn around is the first and arguably most important step to safely watching someone. Because in that very moment where you're examining someone's every move, you may not realize it, but you're actually on a very thin line between life and death. You never know when that person may just up and turn around. Luckily, I have figured out the strategy for this that doesn't involve just doing a 180 at the slightest head movement. And it's the same trick to knowing when someone's about to punch you in the face or just stop close to your face. It's all in the slowing down of it, the ease out, if you will. If they start turning their head, but very quickly after start slowing down, then you can continue watching them. But at that crucial crossover point where they're supposed to slow down, they speed up, or maintain the same speed, well, I'm sorry, then you could potentially be in a lot of trouble there. Same thing applies to punching. There's always a certain point where it'd be a reasonable time to stop getting faster, or else you would accidentally punch them in the face. And if you recognize the speed up or slow down, then you win the game. Chapter 2. Oh god, oh fuck, they aren't slowing down. This is a very important state of being because if you misidentify a slow down when they're actually going to look directly at you, then you might as well just killbind right then and there. There's not much you can do here because analyzing this person prioritizes over not getting caught. If it were the other way around, then you wouldn't be staring at them in the first place. This causes the mind to want to spend as long staring at this random person as possible. And that means that you only really have a few milliseconds to successfully identify this sudden change of their head orientation, and then react accordingly. Speaking of which... Chapter 3. The part where you look away. The time has come. Their head rotation has gone past the point of no return, and now you must act. What do you do? Before outright saying the most effective strategy for looking away, here's some things that you absolutely do not want to be caught doing. Number 1. Do not physically turn your head. That's way more noticeable than just glancing to the side of your eyes. Number 2. Do not look too far away from the target. Otherwise it will be extremely noticeable that you just turn to look away from them. Just make it seem like you're looking at something behind them. And number 3, finally, most importantly, do not, whatever you do, look surprised. If you're in a shop, minding your own business, and then when you look to the right, you see some fool act very surprised and then look away from you, that's a dead giveaway right there. You can't really be more obvious than that. Anyway, at long last, the winning strategy for looking away is a combination of all 3 steps. You gotta not act surprised and glance away with your eyes, but not too far. And to top it all off, try blinking as soon as you look to the side, as to not show that you were just looking right into their soul. This helps mask the transitional state of looking away from them. In practice, this looks like this. Huh? Pretty good, eh? If you were to completely ignore all these pieces of advice, then it would look a bit like this.
Aw, crap. Oh, this ain't good.
Yikes. That's pretty awkward. Also, just in case you're wondering, I'm animating some of this in 3D because I need you to understand how hard it is to properly animate subtly looking to the side with this face. Right, why don't we give this a go? I'm going to stand over here, and when I start to turn around, you got to look away, okay? Alright. The first one will be a taster, just for you to get the gist of it, and then we'll go on to the practices. So for now, there's going to be a countdown at the top of the screen, but that won't be there in the practice runs. Okay? Alright, I'm just going to start minding my own business over here. Maybe I'm looking at something cool or interesting. Wow, that's really cool. I ought to have that in my house. How much is this? £100? That's a little steep if I do say so myself. You see? You understanding? Good. Alright, let's get on to some actual practices, shall we? Won't be needing this anymore, will we? Anyway, here I go again, looking at God knows what. Very nice. What a lovely object. I too would love to have this inside my house. Oh boy, I sure hope this isn't too expensive. Let's have a look at the price tag and see the cost of this here object.